Hi everyone, my name is Vanisha and this is going to be a short trust flow. So the idea behind this is to tap in to your breath, into your strength in order to lean in to difficult postures, difficult decisions. And I'm going to leave you with a mantra for you to maybe repeat to yourself as we're flowing today. So I am safe in my body and I trust its wisdom. So we will go ahead and get started standing up today to the front of the mat. So coming to the front of your mat, we'll pick up our toes, spread our toes, and ground them into the mat, about hips width distance apart. Holding here. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, lean back, chair pose. Feel your strength underneath you here. Trusting that your body will keep you in this position for as long as it needs. Inhale, pick up your left heel. Exhale, step back, crescent lunge. Feel free to bring a bend to this back leg to help square your hips to the front of the mat. Or you can keep your legs straight, coming up high onto the ball mount of your back leg. Inhale here, lean a little bit deeper into your front leg. Exhale, open twist to the right. Begin to turn to the right. Your back hand, your left hand, can come to your low back to help keep your hips square to the front. Or you can gaze to your backhand. Inhale here. Exhale, begin to take your right palm to the back of your left thigh and lean back for Exalted Warrior. Inhale here. Ground into your right foot. Exhale, open up Warrior 2. Inhale, gaze over your front middle finger. Talk your hips forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Bringing your right forearm to your right thigh. You can send your gaze up to your top hand for a balance challenge if you'd like. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, cartwheel your hands down, surround your right foot. Exhale, step your left foot to meet your right forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up, coming to mountain pose. Spin your palms in to face each other. Exhale, lift your left leg high, one-legged mountain. Remembering to breathe here. Flex your left foot to protect your knee. Drop your left hip in line with your right. Begin to trust that your body will hold you up. Activate your core here. Inhale, begin to send that left knee behind you. Exhale, begin to come into Warrior 3. Feel free to extend your arms in Warrior 3 or keep them at heart center. Focus on one unmoving point on the ground in front of you. Remind yourself that you are safe in your body and you trust its wisdom. Inhale here. Exhale, standing splits. And inhale. And exhale, step your left foot to meet your right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. And lift your right heel off the mat. Exhale, step back, crescent lunge. Again, finding the posture that feels good for you. So maybe bring your hands to your hips to square your hips to the front of the mat. Maybe bring a bend to your back knee. Inhale, sink a little lower. Exhale, open, twist to the left. Again, taking the variation you took on the other side. So maybe bring your hand to your low back or extend. Inhale, send your left palm to the back of your right thigh. Exhale, exalted warrior. Inhale, ground into your left foot. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, tick-tock your hips forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, surround your left foot, and step your right foot to meet your left forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, lift your right leg high, one-legged mountain. Flex your right foot and drop your right knee in line with your left. Right hip in line with your left. Inhale, begin to really ground through your left foot to strengthen your body. Exhale, begin to send that right knee behind you, coming into warrior three. Holding here. If you fall out of it, just get right back in. Inhale here. Exhale, release your hands, standing splits. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot to meet your left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, begin to toe heel your feet about mats width distance apart, letting your feet kind of splay off the edges. You can grab a block if you have one, or we'll slowly begin to come into our malasana. So take the malasana that feels good for you. I'm going to face the front of the mat. All right, so sitting up tall, grounding your triceps into your inner thigh, and then pressing into your hands here to really open up those hips. If you'd like to continue playing along with trusting your body, leaning in to the strength of your body to lift you up, you might try to work into crow pose from here. So I'll demo. So to work into crow pose from Malasana, you would sit up tall, have your hands to heart center, and then just bring your hands onto the mat, spread your fingers out wide, ground into the fingertips here to lift up and out of the wrists. And then begin to bend your arms, about a 90-degree angle, chaturanga arms. Gaze forward, 6 to 10 inches, maybe to the top of your mat. Begin to lift one leg off the mat, and then the other. Hold for as long as you'd like. We can meet back in our Malasana. Take about a couple more breaths. Slowly begin to come back into your Malasana. And then from here, send your hands behind you And swing your legs out in front of you to the front of the mat. And you might remove the flesh from your sit bones here. Point or flex your toes. Inhale, reach your arms up high overhead, coming into a forward fold. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, slowly begin to roll up one vertebra at a time. We'll come into a boat pose, so you can bring your toes onto the mat. You can come up here. You can extend fully. And we'll just use a little bit of core effort to slowly roll down for 4, 3, 2, and 1, coming down. Bring your feet onto the mat, about hips width distance apart. We'll take one round of bridge pose. Inhale, ground your hands into the mat, grounding into your feet evenly. Exhale, slowly lift up for bridge. Inhale, lift up to your highest. Exhale, slowly lower down one vertebra at a time. And bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug here. Maybe you rock from side to side. And go ahead and come down. Cactus or tee out your arms. And we'll take an easy twist here. So inhale here. Exhale, drop both knees over to the right. You can send your gaze over your left shoulder if you'd like. Feel free to bring your knees closer or further away from your arm. Inhale, slowly bring your knees back to center. And exhale, drop both knees over to the left. Keeping both shoulders planted on the mat, gaze can come over your right shoulder. How can you take this idea of trust, trusting yourself, trusting your body, into the rest of your day, into the rest of your week? What little acts can you do, can you call forth in your mind to help reinforce this idea of trusting? Maybe trusting the process, trusting that everything will work out. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. Exhale, drop your right foot onto the mat, lift your left foot high, and then we'll cross your left leg over the right. I'm going to come into a reverse Gomukhasana, reverse cow face pose. So inhale here. Exhale, lift both legs off the mat, and then begin to reach for the outer edge of your feet. Feel free to stay up high like this, or you can come down, whatever's more comfortable for you. Inhale, slowly release. Drop your right foot back to the mat. Drop left foot, and then switch legs. Inhale here. Exhale, lift up, and grab for the edges of your feet. And inhale, begin to release your legs, and then just curl into a ball. Bring your knees to your chest. Maybe reach your forehead toward your knees, grabbing for opposite wrists or opposite elbows. Taking in tiny sips of air here. Scrunch all of the muscles in your face. And exhale, release for Shavasana, letting your legs fall out. Letting your hands come down by your side, palms facing up, to remain open to trust. Slightly shimmying your shoulders underneath you to create a pillow for your heart. Maybe you close your eyes or soften your gaze and release the muscles in your face. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth and rest here, allowing the idea of trust to come into your body, into your heart. Shavasana is here for you for as long as you'd like. However, if the rest of your day is calling to you, begin to deepen your breath. Begin to take in long inhales and open mouth exhales. Begin to send movement to your fingers and your toes. Begin to roll out your wrists and your ankles. And gently nod your head from side to side. And then give yourself one nod yes to end on a positive note. And when you're ready, come to a good morning stretch, reaching in opposite directions through your fingers and your toes. I'm going to read you a quote by Deepak Chopra. It says, "In order to trust your body as a guide, the first step is to begin to understand it." Gently begin to press yourself up to a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed or softening your gaze down the bridge of your nose. Maybe bring your hands to your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, bringing your hands to a steeple grip, our Sapana Mudra, which brings us positivity and enlightenment. As you take this idea of trust with you. Inhale, lower your hands down to third eye center, your seat of intuition, to open up your mind. Lower your hands down in front of your lips to remind yourself to always speak kind words. And bring your hands down to heart center to open yourself up to unconditional loving kindness. Thank you all so much for allowing me to guide this practice for you today. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be strong, and may you be free. Namaste.